When's the last time we talked? Seems like it's been a long time. I really miss you. Really miss you guys. You'd be surprised. Yeah. Um, we're going. We're rocking along here. The tempo of our days and stacking good days after good days has been a good. It's been a good sign for us. We're on the move, and things feel like we're making progress. We're getting to see the young guys and getting them plenty of turns to start gathering information, and they seem to be assimilating well. Some of the free agent guys also, and so everything's really on the ups right now. So we're really happy about what's happening. I got a couple guys we're waiting to get back, and injury-wise, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape.
What can you tell us about? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Tariq. What can you tell us about Tariq and sort of what happened with him?
He it was really an unusual occurrence. I mean, he didn't have a play where he got hurt. He was in between plays, getting ready to go get lined up, and he felt something, and it wasn't bad. And then before the play started, he sat down, and he felt his knee was something was wrong. And fortunately, everything went great. If you see him, he's getting around terrific already. It's hopefully a 4 to 6 week type of a deal, and his attitude has been great. He never really accepted it when it happened, and just it was such a weird occurrence that he just took it in stride and has been really positive about it. So we see nothing but we should be able to get him back soon.
What was it?
It's a cartilage. Yeah.
Speaking of cornerback, seems like Mike Jackson's been making plays out there. What's he shown you in maybe in a year where you got to draft a guy and the competition's on for him?
Well, Mike had a really good, solid year last year, and I think he's feeling it. I think he's feeling the confidence that comes from what he accomplished last time around. He played a really solid football season, did a lot of good stuff, and he comes back and he feels he's in really good shape and he feels great about it. And the fact that we drafted a guy, that sends everybody's alert up, And I think when Tariq, stepped out. Mike looked like he said, I gotta do my stuff here. I gotta take over a little bit here, and he did. And he's had a fantastic offseason of work. He's just been on his game, and you can see the experience and the carryover from last year is really there. And he's for us. We have a young team. He seems like a seasoned veteran to us, So he can feel it, and he's taking a really good leadership role out here.
Where are Witherspoon and Jackson?
Jackson's he's a little bit ahead of Spoon in that he's doing a little bit more now. Spoon was going to. You saw Jackson had full speed reps today, and these guys have been getting all of the walkthrough periods. They're accumulating tons of plays. It's a big part of this format for us, and so those guys are really getting the learning done. I'm not worried about that at all. Spoon, something. It's not quite ready to really push it. He's had a ton of work though, and both these guys have looked great. They both have shown their awareness. First off, their awareness, their comfort with the game and understanding. They make it look right, and it's been really easy to tell that from what we've gotten done. But I think next week and even tomorrow we'll see more out of Spoon, and we'll just keep going. If it all worked out okay today with Jackson, we're in good shape to keep adding on.
Team has 100% certification for CPR for the organization.
Yes, and if you have any issues, I can help you now.
What's the significance?
I'll be right there.
The significance of getting that done, especially in light of what happened, what we saw last year.
I think it's just a statement of awareness, and growth and understanding how valuable it could be for somebody that we know or somebody that we don't know. I heard that Raheem Morris had an opportunity just the other day and helped somebody out, and I mean it's just an example. I think it's just a good awareness. Really going through the training, everybody would enjoy it. I mean, because we've all seen it for so long. We didn't know exactly what was going on. It's not like it's not so difficult that we can't comprehend it and make some sense of it and practice it and feel like you have some confidence you might be able to help somebody and it's just got to be a good thing. So I'm really proud of the organization for making that step.
What's the thinking? Bringing back Artie
Just the depth, at the spot and experience. We got some young guys. You saw us pick up a couple guys yesterday. A couple guys have been banged up a little bit, and a couple of the new guys that we brought in. And so, we liked Artie's work last year, and he was ready to go. So we worked him out. He looked great in the workout, so we just jumped right back into it. So just for good continuity, but also experience.
We haven't seen Mario Edwards out here yet.
Yeah, he's got things that he's working out with the family, and he'll be here Sunday night. Yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing him too. He came back and signed up and all that, and we had some good chance to visit with him. And he's been staying up with all the learning and all of that, but he's had a family thing that he's working on.
Do you expect Jamal and Jordan to be here next week?
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker was out here a second ago. How do you view him this year versus where he was?
Gosh, it's hard. Really, it would be hard to elaborate on the off season that he's had. He's worked so hard with the receivers and he's worked full speed day after day after day. His confidence, his explosiveness, his quickness, his ability to run the routes and catch the ball. He's doing everything he can possibly. He's catching punts, he's catching kickoffs. He's doing everything he can possibly do, and he's having a blast. And his attitude and spirit is just such a great compliment to coming off the season that he had. So I'm glad we've got a lot of guys at the spot. We're not going to overuse him in the early part of in preseason and all of that, but he's ready to go, and he's had as good an off season as you could have, really.
Draymond Jones, we talked to him a little bit. How have you seen him kind of fit in so far with what you've
It's been smooth as can be, and really the learning and the concepts and the principles of stuff that we're doing, and we're learning him too, because he's got special talents. We want to make sure and accent him and use him. We're learning that as we go. He's been really consistent about everything, so he's been really solid.
It's obviously early, but where does the competition stand at center?
It's going to be a great spot to watch. It really will. Evan has come in here and commanded the leadership of with the experience. He has more experience than who's got. So we'll see how that all works out. Joey is an experienced football player too, so we have a really good spot, and just going to let it happen, and see what happens. See how it goes. We're not going to set any timelines on it or anything like that. It'll work itself out. But Willow's done really nice. He's done a nice job jumping in. He's a really bright kid, and it shows up, and he gets it, and he's confident. You could see him playing.
You mentioned when you drafted him that the Michigan system allows him maybe
Yeah.
how's that showing up?
There's nothing that we're doing that he hasn't done. Coach Harbaugh's got a great background in running the football in particular, and his guys that come out of there, they're equipped. They're well prepared.
At that position in particular, how much of a head start advantage can that be for a guy?
Well, one of the concerns is, can a guy handle it, and does he have enough awareness, and does he have enough command of the position to really control the messaging? Because it really, it's centered right there, and he's got no problem. No, he's there, and just look what he did. He came from his school before. He comes to Michigan, jumps right in, and he's a heralded, award-winning dude in 1 year. And so he's going to be able to do some stuff. I don't know when it'll take place, or Evan makes the push, or he makes the push, but the position is in good hands right now. We're in a good spot.
He left the Air Force Academy too, so he's a smart guy.
Oh, he did. Oh, there you go.
Is Abe Lucas, he's got something going on, or it seems like we haven't seen him out there?
Yeah, his shoulder's recovering. He had off-season surgery, and he's doing great. His strength is almost all the way back. There's no hesitation in that he'll make it back in our thinking at all. So, and he's doing all of the work. He's getting all the walkthrough stuff and all that.
What's the biggest thing you look for from OTAs now to when training camp opens later this? What's the biggest jump maybe you look for, especially in the young guys?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking for a jump. To hope everybody gets back. We all get back, and we're hoping that they'll be able to find a really good rhythm and routine for their workout, so that the conditioning is not an issue. It's not like they'll be out of shape, but will they be in shape enough to handle the workload so that they can stay healthy? That's really the concern. There's the first 2 weeks of camp are really a demanding time for them, and if they haven't worked, then they can get vulnerable. After the first week, they get a few practices under their belt, and then all of a sudden they start feeling a little soreness here and there, and they get susceptible. And so that's what we're worried about. the attitude of this group and the foundation that they have, it's hard for me to imagine that they won't be ready. But we're still concerned until we can see them, and we have to do a really good job of managing the workload. There is such a deeper study and understanding of the the rigors of camp now. I mean, we used to just kill guys for double days or more, and just everybody just be beat to a pulp, and then everybody kind of come back at the same time season start. We're not doing that anymore. We're way ahead of that, and the league has really been proactive in helping us gather information so that we can be really astute about what we're doing and the decisions that we're making. Even with all of that, you still run into some bumps, but it's the preparation for that I'm most concerned about, and then us also identifying the guys that we should be concerned about and not letting them go too far too fast. It's really the buildup of the workload that we're concerned about, and can they handle it?
You said Jamal will be back here next week, but do you have any better feel right now where he is recovery-wise?
He sounds good. I talked to him just a couple of days ago. Mo Kelly went down and saw those guys yesterday and visited with he and Jordan, and everything's moving along. We don't have time frames. We won't really know for another good 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or something like that. To see how far they've come. But they're both. They got their eyes set on getting back and getting ready to go for the season. So whether they can make it, we'll find out.
How's Brian Mooney coming along with his recovery?
It's been a little bit up and down for him. It hasn't been quite as forward moving as some of the recoveries. It's he's a huge guy, 360 pounds, and so it's harder on him than it is on the other guys. He's working really hard. He's been here the whole time, and he's dedicating himself to it. So we're hoping that he'll make it back. We're counting on him.
Smith is a guy we didn't see last year with the injury. What's he showing out here?
Really good quickness, really good understanding of the position. Yeah, we saw him like a day and a half is all we saw. Really good quickness. He understands the edge rushing, and he was really, that's why we drafted him, because we thought we saw a real special knack to him. He's had a good offseason. We've really made him work hard in the weight room and working on his strength and getting physically right. He had a difficult injury in his hip, but he's back and going now. So he's doing everything. So he's full speed.
Pete, last year at this time, we're all counting the reps that Drew and Geno are splitting at quarterback.
God, I can hardly remember.
And obviously, Geno's got this solidified now. As you've noticed anything different or more comfortable about him through the off-season program? Knowing that he has been a really positive influence on the other guys. He's so determined, and he's got his eye on the ball the whole way now, and he's been so consistent and available, and the messaging is so solid. It's like everybody needs to come along with him. He's going, and it's just been such a remarkable thing to watch, the way he's taken over and the opportunity and how he commanded it so well last year. And then he has handled the success, and he's handled the Pro Bowl and the offseason and all the hype and all of that. And how he's answered it is with great work. He is in great shape. He's as strong as he's ever been, throwing the ball a ton. You can't wear him down. He's everything you could ask for. He's doing it, and it's a benefit for Drew also to see that and to watch how far he's come and what he's doing. It's a great example for him, and Drew's got to keep chasing it the whole time now. He's a play away from being out there, and we're really excited to have that dynamic back with those two guys because they get along great. They help each other, and they're great influences on one another. So. But Geno's he's not sitting back, taking it easy right now. He is going for it, and it's really been obvious.
It's early, but how do you plan on approaching the new kickoff haircut? Is that something you want your guys
probably really adeptly, I would think.
is that something you want your returners having in the back of their mind rather than just?
Yeah, we're gonna compete with it. We're gonna use it to our advantage, and we're pretty good in those areas. And we like to think like we're a good return team, and we can make things happen. So it'll depend. I think you'll see an effect during the course of the season. As the weather changes and stuff like that. We'll figure. I don't think it's going to be that dramatic a change. I think teams are going to want to compete and want to bring the ball out. That's really all it is. Are you going to take it to 25 or not? And so
we'll compete with it and see how we look and see if our core group can continue to give us good work like we've always count on. And I'm not thinking we're taking a knee on everything now. We're going to be very aggressive about it.
Did you have a strong thought on it, one way or the other?
Yeah, I didn't like the change. Worrying about the game a little bit, But the other side of it is worried about the rest of it too. And there's some numbers, and that maybe we can change and help some people not be injured. And it's really hard to not look in that direction and support it. We got to support our guys and take care of them. That's the way we voted. But I was battling. We worked really hard at it. I spent a lot of time on the phone with the guys at the league and with our guys and getting our minds set on how to do it and how we take advantage of it one way or the other and all of that and make the most of it. So, but it'll be all right. You won't even know. You won't even notice a difference.
Kickoff is in danger. They're just trying to prevent
The concern, that's part of the concern. I like that part of the game. So we have to make it safe. Is what we have to do. That's really what we have to do. We don't have to change the rules to stop doing it. We need to make it safer, and that has really been the focus. And I think that will continue to be the focus as we see how this year turns out.
Would you expect the teams like squib kick more, try to force returns
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Yes.
More, and how much would that change?
I think we'll check it out. Everybody will be checking that out to see how effective. There's such an uncertainty about the squib kick. If guys knock that thing down early, they get it early. You get it ricocheted back at you too. So it isn't obvious that that's going to be the difference. But the special teams coaches went right to that thinking. And I think this is one of the modes that we'll go to and we'll see. There's not good definitive numbers on the squib kicks right now. So, but there will be. I think we'll get them.
Where is Alton Robinson in his recovery? Or
A little bit of an unknown. Yeah, I don't know a lot about that right now. It has been it's been a long, hard road for him. I know that. I don't really have much else on that.
Did he need surgery on something?
He got some stuff done a while back. Yeah.
Is that closer to when it happened after preseason?
Yeah. And honestly, I can't remember when the date was. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I'm not sure when that was. It's been a while.
Pete, you've got a rookie receiver out there, Matt Landers. My photographer here is named Matt Landers. I just want to clarify, are you sure you don't want this guy out there?
I don't know. Ned Flanders?
That was my nickname at school.
Matt was a little slowed down. He got some back spasms that slowed him down a little bit, but he's a guy where I'm anxious to see what he can do. He's got great speed and he's got great size and all that. So he was one of the guys I was really excited about when we hooked him up and got a hold of him early and started yapping at him to get him ready for this thing. So
has Jake Bobo showed up a little bit? Or?
Jake has showed up. Yeah, we heard he was a great. Chip talked about was a great practice player, and in particular, he stood out. He's done that. Yeah, he's been making plays. He's got some guys that are cheerleading. I think the Chad Morton cheerleading crew is all over the Jake Bobo show right now. So it's been fun. He's done a nice job. He does make things happen. He's a really good target. Big kid.
Will Disley doesn't look restricted at all. Do you have to know?
Yeah, glad you asked. I asked him today about how you feeling, what are you dealing with, and he feels he's absolutely back. Had a great off season working down in LA with his guys, and he's got great support down there, and he had an incredibly effective recovery, and so he's doing great.
Anything else?
Okay.
Thank you.